being a
Yeah,
kid in the
man.
90s, man, being
Yeah.
a young black kid in the 90s, watching television, watching movies,
Mhm.
reading comic books, etc.
Mhm.
There's another character or another actor I don't think gets enough props. I mean, recently he's kind of got back up there, but as a kid, for me, there was one black actor, one black character that was really kind of kicking ass and taking names on a weekly basis,
Let's get
and
it.
that was Walter Jones with as the Black Mighty Morphin Power Ranger on
Oh
Fox Kids,
man.
man.
All
On
right.
Fox Kids, bro. No one else, let me tell you, no one else on a weekly basis to see a black dude just whooping ass, right? Handling his
Oh man.
business. Even though he was a part of a team, he wasn't catching no L's. He wasn't
Uh,
catching, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting jobbed. I
he was
mean, Power Ranger,
definitely protected. He
you're
was
right.
protected
Protect.
by creative.
He's got some, he had the teamwork. I mean, as a kid, I'm gonna run down a little list, man, of characters who kind of took the L. So you can look back to the Rocky series. As a kid, I liked Rocky. I enjoyed Rocky. Rocky 4, man, when he got bodied
Whew.
by Draco, I
Throw
mean,
the damn towel.
throw the damn towel, man. Took the
Oh
L.
man.
Apollo
Throw
Creed down.
throw the damn
Okay.
towel.
All right.
Throw
And then,
ah
right?
throw
So that
the
shit was,
damn towel.
I mean, that's all it took. All
Mhm.
it took. And so Apollo, in the end, now, thanks to Creed, the new trilogy of Creed, there's a little bit more of a respect and a little bit more of a regard for him. But in the original Rocky trilogy, Apollo Creed became a jobber. Essentially, by the fourth film, he became a jobber. That
Oh,
is what it is. I mean, this man came out, man, living in America. I mean,
this ain't an easy conversation, man.
I
This
mean,
is not.
this man was fired up, gassed up. You know what I mean? Was thinking he was gonna take it to this white boy, and
Why did you come out of like you came out of retirement to fight this guy, but you didn't want to come out of retirement to fight Clubber Lang, even though
right,
Clubber Lang beat Rocky for the. All right, man.
right, right.
Like you
So
could have got the belt back. You could have got the belt back fighting Clubber Lang, though. But digress.
yeah,
Digress.
right. So
Oh
yeah,
man.
Apollo took the L in the Rocky
You said
series.
he was a jobber. Oh
Jobber.
man.
He jobbed, basically. Like,
He
oh,
did.
he did. He took that Krillin L, took it on the chin, and we got upset. And Rocky came through with the W and avenged his death, and that was that. So we look at the same actor, Carl Weathers, Predator movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right. I mean, do I need to say any more? I mean,
Nope. Nope.
the whole cast jobbed, but I mean, this man's arms was
Yeah, continue. No, on to
yeah,
the next one, man.
yeah. So we got that. So let's go to Mortal Kombat. Let's go to Mortal Kombat for
Oh,
a completely made up character for the film.
Art
Art.
Lincoln.
Art was like, I didn't even know who this brother was, but I was like, all right, he's cool with me. Seemed like a humble kind of guy, you know. Johnny Cage got some respect for him. Made it to the semifinals, and then Goro just whooped that ass like it was like he owed him
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Yeah,
Goro got him out of there, man. He
Goro
beat
got
him like he stole something, man.
him. Yeah, so Art took the L, you know. So
I
let me
mean,
even go ahead.
now listen, man. You could even go back to Enter the Dragon with Jim Kelly.
Funny
With
enough,
the
I was about to get there. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. You
Talk
could
that talk.
even go back to Enter the Dragon with Jim Kelly, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was the coldest. He was the coldest dude on that island, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
straight up. He was the coldest dude on that island, and they got him out of there, man.
Had to take the job. They couldn't let it was John Saxton. They couldn't let John Saxton job. I mean, you needed the white actor who was popular in Hollywood to draw
Yeah, I
all the
mean, he
normal
looked
people in
like
there, so it wouldn't be
he was
scary to
Ken
watch a film.
Masters. Yeah,
Huh?
He was Ken Masters.
Yeah, yeah.
In Enter the Dragon, he was Ken Masters.
A little bit of a less respectable Kent Masters, to tell you
Yeah.
the truth.
Oh, my bad. All right, fuck it. He was Danny Beaky.
Mm,
Danny Beaky. We'll go there. But yeah,
yeah.
they got Jim Kelly got did dirty and Enter the Dragon, man.
So they took the real martial artist, or
Mm-hmm.
made him job so that the actor can look good and saving grace, even though it wasn't his film. So cool. So you got all these guys as a kid growing up to seeing all these guys, these black characters, take the L in these films, and then to have the Black Ranger show up in the Power Rangers, even though he's a part of the squad, for him to kind of just Walter Jones to take his dance moves and choreography to throw it in there in the putty fights with smooth as hell moves, doing shit that honestly no one else was showcasing. I didn't see that shit in any martial art kung fu film. It was a little hip hop keto. You know what I'm saying? He took that capoeira and that salsa dance and all that and just made something cool out of it.
Right. This is before Tekken 3 and Eddie Goro, where you could press triangle and circle together and all of that. I agree with that. I mean, now, do you think it was a coincidence that the black character on the show happened to also be the Black Ranger?
No, I don't think it was coincidence. No, especially with the way he was portrayed. Come on now, and they gave him a gun, so they gave him a gun with the Mastodon axe turned good. In all seriousness, I think they were just playing it. It's the 90s. They were playing it straightforward. The Yellow Rangers, Asian,
oh man,
Trini, Black Ranger, and now they rectified this in season 2 when they switched it. So Johnny Bosch was the Black Ranger and Karen Ashley was the Yellow Ranger. They swapped the races for the Ranger colors. But in all honesty, I don't have a problem with it in this circumstance, just because they were kind of just solid on their own. It didn't really bother. It wasn't that much of a big deal. Honestly, I mean, Johnny Bosch brought his own thing to that Ranger, but to me, Walter Jones owns that Mighty Morphin costume. You see it, oh, that the black dude. I mean, they've had a black dude in pretty much every single season past that. But the way he did that particular season in that particular way was unapologetically 90s black, do the right thing. They were diving into that kind of realm with that character. So I give him props for going that route.
Random thought, right? But do you remember, my cousin had a Super Nintendo. He had the first Mighty Morphin joint on Super Nintendo, man. Do you remember that joint, bro? To beat him up?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the movie one, I think.
No, okay.
Or the fighting game one. There was 2 of them.
Okay, so there was the one that was based on the movie. But the first one that came out on the Super Nintendo was based on the TV series, where all of the Rangers from the show were the ones who actually were on the game. So you had Billy as the Blue Ranger, you had Zach as the Black Ranger. That joint was fire, man. You know what I'm saying? That joint was fire.
Man,
oh, man.
I love those Power Ranger games, man. I love the Power Rangers in general. That shit was pretty fire.
That joint was fire, man. You know what I'm saying? The Black Ranger held it down with the axe, man.
He did. Yo, he totally did, man.
But he was definitely protected by the way that he was booked, to use a wrestling term in there. But